Hi everybody, and welcome back to my kitchen. You know, we got football season just a few days away, and I thought maybe you'd like a little something to snack on during the game. So pull up a chair and we'll get started on this recipe. And this is a very simple recipe. Now, the recipe that'll be below is a singled version. I'm doubling that recipe. And there's only a few ingredients. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ingredients. I'm going to read this out as if it was the single recipe. And I've already, let's see, where's my can? Artichoke Hearts. 1 can, and this is 14 ounces. And you chop them up. Drain them and then chop them up. And after I chopped them up, there was more juice, so I drained that juice off of them. Then, excuse me, I'm not going to put some of this stuff in till last. So let's... Alright, now you're going to put in, and that was the only thing I didn't double, but I'm going to now. This is a 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. And I couldn't find another 1/2 cup measurer, so I'm going to have to fill this one up again. That is a 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. Get my mayonnaise jar out. And we'll do that again. There we go. Fill my little cup up. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And I've got a little container, and I sprayed it. The directions didn't say to, but I did. So here's the other 1/2 cup. Oh, I'm sorry, I gave you the doubled one. It only calls for 1/2 cup if you're just using this, excuse me, single recipe. So remember, what you see me put in will be more than is needed if you're using just a single recipe. 1/8 teaspoon of garlic powder. Not garlic salt, garlic powder. And I'm going to get, I got a nice stiff spoon to do this with because I want to get this mixed in first. So you're going to mix in that garlic powder and mayonnaise into your chopped up artichoke hearts. And the brand that I bought, I had 2 different kinds, Progresso and the ones I showed you earlier. And if you have a choice of what to buy, you may pay a little more for Progresso, but they were much more tender. Much more tender. Alright. Now we got 1 cup of Parmesan cheese. And get that stirred in. This may take me a minute, so I'll bring you back when I get through. Alright, I got that mixed in pretty well. Now, you're going to add 1 8-ounce block of softened cream cheese. And this is full. You know, I can't vouch for the flavor if you don't use full. So if you want to use a low fat or something else, then I can't say how this will taste. Alright, now I'm going to get this mixed in, and we'll be back. Alright guys, I got it all mixed up. I got this little container here to dump it in, and I had to get a bigger bowl. So if you double this recipe, don't use a little bowl, because you have got to have room to stir this stuff. And don't forget to preheat your oven. And I'm going down through here. I still see just little bits of cream cheese, so make sure you get that stirred in well. Alright. I think my little container's just the right size, and I'm so excited about football. My team is Alabama, of course, because I'm in Alabama, but I also root for Auburn because they're both home teams. They're both state teams, and the only time I make a difference is when they're playing each other, and you're not going to believe how I feel about that. If Auburn has an exceptional year, that's who I want to win that game. And the same with Alabama. If Alabama has a good year, I want them to beat Auburn. And I know that's unusual, because here it is, you're either diehard Alabama or diehard Auburn. But I just cannot vote or root against a home team. I just can't do it. I don't want to do it. Alright, this is the last of the mixture. Got it in there now. Okay. Now, the last thing going in, don't forget to preheat your oven. 350 degrees. Put this bowl in the sink. Meanwhile, when I got everything mixed in, I gave it a taste. I gave it a taste because I wanted to be sure that it didn't need anything. That it didn't need any salt or more parmesan or more garlic. And it didn't need a thing. Nothing. Alright. Well, I hate this, but my hands are clean, guys, as usual. And get all that in there. If I stick the spoon back in, it'll be full of it again, so I'll just move it around with my fingers. And if you make this at home, it's the same thing you would do, so don't get grossed out about it. All right. Get it cleaned up a little bit so it'll look better. Okay. Well, There we go. Alright, now the very last thing that's going on. Let me go wash my finger off. The very last thing that's going on is well, I'm going to have to move out even more. 4 ounces of shredded mozzarella. Now that's for a single recipe. This is a double recipe, so I'll be putting more on there, although I don't know if I'll be putting all of it on. Now, with the instructions, the directions that came with this, it did not say how long to bake it. And I'm sure, because I doubled it, that this will bake longer. But you're just going to bake it until it bubbles. When it bubbles, when it starts bubbling, it's going to be done. I mean a good bubble now, not just, it's going to be done on the inside because you want it hot. This is a hot artichoke dip. Now I'm going to put this in the oven and we'll be back when it's done. Let me give you a little close-up of it. There you go. Okay, I baked my hot artichoke dip 30 minutes because I doubled it, you know, as I told you. And let me tell you, it was bubbling, but if you ever get your top is too brown and the inside isn't hot enough for you, just lay a sheet of aluminum foil over the top and let it continue to cook. It puffs up, y'all, but it did not overflow in my oven. Woo! That cheese is making it stick.
Cream cheese.
Well, all the cheese on top is the culprit. Put a little in here.
Well, it sure does look good.
Yeah, it's hot all the way through, y'all.
Well, I hadn't had too many hot dips, so this will be a treat.
Let's see what Sam. Oh, let me show them.
Yeah.
I got 2 kinds of chips on here. These are just scoops right here, and this is with a hint of lime, and we'll just let Sam taste it and see what he thinks.
Well, it's the dip that matters.
Yes, it is, but they may want to know.
Well, yeah. This be perfect for ball game or cool night. It's just heavenly. It really is. It's delicious.
Did it get hot enough?
No, it's plenty hot enough. The texture's good. The taste is just outrageous. It's outrageously good. It's just great.
What is the first thing you taste in that dip? Is it the artichoke or the parmesan cheese?
Well,
here you go. Here's a napkin.
kind of a combination. The artichokes aren't overwhelming. They're, you know, you taste them, but it's just a good combination, good dip.
You know, when my son got married years ago, they had this at the wedding. And but instead of using mozzarella, they used a cheddar cheese on top, and it was delicious too, just in case you don't want to use mozzarella. But It made quite a bit. It made more than I thought it was going to. I probably didn't need to double it. But I think you all will enjoy it. Let me get in on this spoon here.
Well, you know, we got some good ball games coming up Saturday. This would go along real well with them.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, I'm watching a couple tonight. Tennessee's getting beat in the fourth quarter by Appalachian State.
Well, I hate that for you.
Well, I mean, it'd just be a big upset.
Okay, guys. We're through rambling, and Sam is eating that dip.
Y'all try this. You won't be disappointed, I promise you that. This is great. I hope I can quit eating it. No, that's not too much.
You don't think so?
For several people.
Thank you so much for coming in and spending a little part of your day with us and with me. I appreciate it every time. Please like if you like this recipe. Excuse me. I'm sorry. And please subscribe if you like my channel. So until next time, you all take care and God bless.
Yeah.